morning. You might have noticed we're kicking off our day a little bit different than we usually do. If you're not already, I invite you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in. With your mouth closed, hold it at the top for a moment and then expel the air, but slowly, as if there's a candle in front of you and you want to make the flame dance without blowing it out. Next, deep breath in. Open up your sinuses, open up your nostrils. Act as if in the back of your throat there's room enough for a grapefruit to be there. Expand your lungs to their full capacity before you hold it at the top. And then exhale, make that flame dance, but keep it alive. With your next deep breath in, allow the air to go all the way to the bottom of your lungs. Push your diaphragm down so that your lungs fully expand. That means your guts have to go out a bit. Your tummy should stick out. Fill the entire capacity before holding at the top. And then exhale slowly through your mouth. As you exhale, wring out your lungs so that there's nothing left. If you think you're all the way exhaled, blow out even further before drawing your next breath. With this next breath, hold it at the top. Breathe deeper than you've yet taken a deep breath before ever in your life. Let your lungs fill all the way to their capacity and then beyond, as if you're breathing air all the way down to your toes. Leaving room for that grapefruit in the back of your throat. Exhale slowly through your mouth, releasing all of the tension, all of the stress, completely compressing and wringing out your lungs. And as you continue to breathe this way, every inhale brings in energy, brings in oxygen, breathes in life. Every exhale releases toxification, releases tension, releases stress. A study was done once on lung capacity and how much air we use. And normally as human beings at rest, we are only using a limited capacity. We're only breathing in and out using 30% to 40% of our lung capacity, leaving the remaining 70 to 60% unused and stagnant. This can create disease, it can create sepsis. And this breath work will reach down into the bottom of your lungs and clean what has been stagnant. One more deep breath in. Fill those lungs to capacity. Allow your rib cage to feel the expansion. Allow your diaphragm to sink beneath. Allow your guts to go somewhere. They've got to go out. If your shoulders are doing all the lifting, you're not breathing deep enough. Allow the entire cavity of your lungs to expand and be held with the fresh air that you've just allowed it to receive before compressing everything as you exhale. Like you're squeezing a beach ball to compress it. With your next deep breath in, I invite you with your eyes closed to turn your mind inward to your physical body. You've put your body through a lot the last few days and maybe over the last few years. And now it's time to take inventory. So as you breathe, this conscious breathing, open cavity breathing, we're going to start with your toes. Become aware of your body. Become aware of the sensation of the feeling of your toes in your socks or your shoes. Focus on the blood vessels going into the capillaries. And if you can, focus even feeling the sensation of the growth of your toenails. Become aware of it for a moment. Feel the pads of your feet on the floor, how gravity pulls them downward. Next, focus your attention upward toward your ankles. Think of all of the metacarpals and the bones that are held together by the tendons and the ligaments that are holding your muscles and bones together. How they intricately move and shift over one another so that you can walk smoothly without even thinking about it. And as you shift your energy up, focus on your calves. The gastrocnemius on the back of your calf, the muscles on the front of your tibia and fibula, the blood vessels that creep into your bones so that the marrow can be rejuvenated and replenish the platelets in your body. As you focus up on your knees, see the crosswork of the tendons and ligaments that keep your knees functioning in place, everything moving in the right direction. With your next deep breath in, move your energy up to your quads and your hamstrings. Observe if there's any tension there, and when you're with your next exhale, release that tension. If there's any pain there, observe it. If there's any messages in your body, listen. Next, focus your attention on your pelvis, your hips, the rotator. Next, focus your attention on your abdominals, the muscles, beneath those, the organs, the stomach, the liver, the pancreas, all of the vitals that keep you alive. As you move upward to your diaphragm, focus on the entire midsection, the front muscles that hold your body together, the back muscles that support you, the spine with its elongated shape and the perfect curvature to keep your posture beautiful, to support you through everything that you do. As you breathe in, see the light going into your muscles, the oxygen going into your blood that then rejuvenates every single fiber. And as you exhale, allow any pain to go with it. Release that. As you move upward to your shoulders, your arms, the rotators in your wrist, the digits of your fingers. See the tiny little bones that are surrounded by all the beautiful musculature. Allow the oxygen that you breathe to consciously enter your bloodstream and rejuvenate every single filament. And then next, move upward to the neck and the traps. Consciously become aware of any tension there, and then with your next exhale, release the tension. As you inhale, move to the muscles of the face, the dozens and hundreds of muscles that make up your face, that allow you to chew your food, that allow you to express yourself, the muscles that instinctively express joy, the muscles that instinctively express sadness, the muscles that allow you to create sounds that are interpreted as words so you can communicate. Become aware of the muscles of your eyelids. Relax it with your next deep breath in. And as you move upward to the crown of your head, the muscles that surround your cranium, your brain itself. The only organ, by the way, that's ever named itself. See the folds of your brain. Visualize those. The neurons that are firing electrical impulses, be aware of those. Listen to any messages that the physical musculature or fibers or tissue is giving you. And with your next exhale, release any remaining tension. part of our morning power hour. Becoming aware of the body, this one thing that will remain with us our entire lives. Raise your hand if you got a message from your body. If you were listening. Maybe for some of you it was a message of gratitude. Maybe for some of you it was, please don't eat that again. Maybe for some of you it was, we worked really hard yesterday and guess what? We're feeling it. And that's okay. The next part of our power hour is something that Chris refers to as the mind palace. Take a moment and put yourself in the busiest environment you can imagine. It might be a bustling city. It might be a busy work environment. Hear all the noises and the sounds of that. And then for a moment, put yourself inside of a little bubble. And in that bubble, you are in the environment, but the environment is not a part of you. You're observing it, but not part of it. As if everything that you're experiencing is just passing by. And then as you proceed through this environment, as you're walking through, maybe you're walking down a sidewalk, maybe you're walking through a cafe, suddenly you come across a door. And this door is beautiful. This is the front door to your mind palace. See the carvings on it. Feel the weight of it. Observe the color of it. See the handle, reach out. Touch the handle. Is it a round handle? Is it a lever handle? What temperature is it on your hand? And as you turn that handle, you feel the weight of the door give way behind you. And inside this beautiful mind palace, you smell the fragrance, the most welcoming home fragrance. For some of you, maybe it smells like grandma's chocolate chip cookies. Maybe for some of you, it smells like fresh baked bread. Maybe for some of you, it smells like the fine linens and leathers of your environment. In this mind palace, there is nothing restricted, nothing left to be desired. The front entry to your mind palace has all of the decorations and all of the acknowledgments of art, all the manifestations of your divinity that you could ever imagine. The tapestries on the walls, the textures and the textiles on the floor, everything is as you would ever design it. It's perfect. It's beautiful. There's so many rooms in this mind palace. There's a room for everything. There's a room where you go in to see your perfect body of health. You look in the mirror and you say, dang, I look good. There's a room full of abundance, piled with every single piece of resource you could ever imagine. Stacks of cash at raw disposal. I can go and do whatever I need in here. There's a room full of canvases and arts and paints and pastels and pencils and paper, where raw creation gets to happen, where innovation gets to happen. There's a room for play. There's a jungle gym there. So for some of you, it's the American Ninja Warrior gym. For some of you, it's a sandbox. Just room for play. A room where you can be your inner child, and that inner child can go and jump on the playground and play on the trampolines. It's so fun there. There's several hallways and doors and rooms for swimming pools and every single creation you can ever desire. There's a room for Zen where you get to go sit in a sauna and just exist and be. Maybe for you, there's a plumeria tree growing in that room. There's no restrictions. Whatever you can create. For maybe some of you, the room's bigger on the outside than it looks. And for some of you, there might be some rooms that you've kept hidden for a while. As you walk down this hallway, you see doors on either side of you, and each door has a number on it. Almost like an address, but instead, these numbers represent ages. The door that says number 6 represents you at 6 years old behind that door. The door that says number 13 represents your 13-year-old self, and so on. And as you walk down this hallway, there's one door that you haven't wanted to open in a long time. You made sure that door stayed locked. You made sure you kept your distance from that door, because behind that door, there's a lot of pain and there's a lot of hurt. And that door's been locked for a really long time. You know the number on the front of it. And right now, maybe for the first time since that door was shut, I invite you to reach out and touch the handle. And as that door gives way behind you, inside, you encounter this version of you that was his or her most wounded, his or her most alone, his or her most afraid, in pain, terrified. The part of you that ran when danger presented itself. And as you enter that room and encounter this version of yourself, there's a moment of fear and hesitation. And there's a message that this younger self has been repeating over and over and over and over. It's the limiting belief that's been keeping them locked up. Listen as that belief exits the mouth of your younger self. When you hear the message, just repeat that out loud. What is the limiting belief that this version of yourself has been locked up in, has been slave to? When you hear it, just whisper it out loud. I'm afraid. I've been alone. I don't want to get hurt anymore. Somebody please help me. I can't trust anyone anymore. It hurts. And as you feel the full gravity of that phrase, of that statement, you realize that in this moment, there is some hope. Because beside you is the person that little boy or little girl needed the most. And as that little boy or little girl looks up, they see the person that they wanted to show up for them in that moment of terror, that they wanted to show up for them in that moment of fear, of pain, of trauma. And when they look up and see this person, there's maybe a little bit of hope left. This person that's come with you, maybe it's the highest and best version of you. Maybe it's a long-lost relative. Maybe it's a friend. This person of support that's come with you knows the impact that this limiting belief will have, knows the cost, knows the fear, knows the pain, and is here to offer a better choice. This support person is here to offer words of life, to eliminate the limiting belief, to eliminate the idea. And as you hear those words of life, repeat those out loud. What have they come to offer? Repeat those words of life out loud. What are they here to share? What are they here to say? When you hear those words with your voice in this room right now, repeat those words out loud. Give them more strength. Repeat them. Say them with more strength. In your mind's eye, see what happens next between that younger version of yourself and this support person as they reach for each other in protective embrace. You're okay. It's going to be okay. You're stronger than you know. The suffering is over. And when you feel that strength, you feel that belief, magnify it. Let it grow within your heart. Let it fill you with the bliss and the joy that you came to this planet with. Each one of us was born perfect, a 10 out of 10, and that never changed. That never went away. Sometimes we hid it for a while, but that never changed. As you feel this feeling grow within you, let it become a part of your bloodstream. Let it become a part of every breath. And as you feel it enliven you, condense this feeling down into one beautiful word that represents the power and the strength and the divinity and the majesty that has and now is and has always been a part of you. Allow that feeling to grow. Magnify it by 10 times now. Repeat this belief, and when you have this single condensed word, say that word out loud. Give it a voice. Give it power. Give it the word and the breath of life, that raw creative power within you. Go. And as you feel the power of that word grow within you, I invite you, as you feel it, to stand with that majesty. Stand on your feet with that power. Put your hand on your heart and feel it within you. Let it grow. Celebrate it. Now take that feeling and magnify it 10 more times. Let it feed your muscles. Let it feed your mind. Let it be the strength that powers every step that you take today. Let it be the fuel that powers every decision. Let it be the thing that brings you to your highest and best self, as you have been, as you always will be. Grow it within you. Let it be celebrated. Let it put a smile on your face. And for a moment, maybe the first in your life, feel and remember who you are. Magnify that feeling now 100 times within you. Make it grow. Give it life. Make it blossom. Let it reach its full potential, its full capacity. Let it put the smile on your face. Make it infused into the muscles in every fiber of your being. With every breath in, fill the cells of your body and celebrate who you are, how far you've come, and the challenge that you've conquered. You are already everything you need to be. Leave nothing on the table. And as you breathe in, allow this to become a permanent part of you. And as you take this younger version of yourself outside this room by the hand, in your mind palace, there's a set of stairs. And as you step through those stairs, you come into an opening. In that opening, there's a beautiful field. And in that field, it's bright and it's beautiful. You can smell the grass growing. You can feel the warmth of the sunshine on your face. You feel the raw power of the mountains in the distance. Their majesty and their strength is within your heart. And in the distance, you see someone. It's a stranger. At least it looks like a stranger from this far away. But they're coming to you. They're running to you. And as you see their features start to become familiar, your heart fills with joy because this is someone that you've missed. This is someone that you trust. This is someone that you have absolute faith in. And as you see them running to you, you feel drawn to them. And now they're just 20 feet away, 10 feet, 5 feet, and now they're within inches of you. And as you fully come to recognize the features of this amazing, immortal, perfect being, you recognize them finally as your highest and best self. This version of you, this highest and best self, has a message for you. When you hear the message, repeat it out loud. Give it life. As a reminder of who you are, what do they say? This I am statement. What do they say? Speak it out loud.
I am worthy.
Give it life, give it power. Speak it out loud.
I am unstoppable.
Give it more strength. Repeat it again. Give it more. Give it the full measure it desires. Give it the full measure it deserves. This interminable truth. Give it more life.
I will give back. I am the leader the world needs me to be.
Again. Again. stronger, powerful, confidently. Magnify it 10 times, repeat it again. With all the confidence and truth that you can muster, own this phrase. It moves your body when you give it full strength. Repeat it. Who are you? Again. Again. More strength. More peace, more strength, more vigor, more warrior. Let me hear you. Let the world hear you as a reminder of who you are. Now you and your higher self and this younger version of you that was formerly so wounded, as you all embrace, you become one. So that at this moment right now, you are both everything you have been and everything you will become as you become your highest and best self. Own it. Feel it. And so it is. With your next deep breath in, see the field, smell the grass, smell the trees. Take another deep breath of fresh air. And what happens next is, as you were alone in this beautiful place, you see people start to come into this environment. Some of the faces you recognize. Some of the faces are strangers. These are the people whose lives you've blessed. Maybe they're your children. Maybe they're your ancestors showing up and saying, thank you for changing our name's meaning. Thank you for breaking this curse. Thank you for breaking the chains. And as you see the people start to appear around you, and as they start to show up in your environment, they start to gather. And behind these people appear more people. There's more faces that you recognize. There's some strangers too. There's some people that you have never met. All of them surrounding you. Thank you. What you did was scary. What you did was brave, and I couldn't do it until I met you. You saved my life. Thank you for being brave enough to go first. Thank you for sharing your light. As you listen, hear these other words of gratitude. And as you look beyond these people, even more people, now there's hundreds of people. They're surrounding you on all sides for just a moment of gratitude. Don't shy away from it. Listen to the gratitude. Just accept it. Hear it. What are the words that they're saying? Repeat them out loud when you hear them. Listen. Repeat them out loud. Everyone's talking, but pick it out. Listen to the words of gratitude from your children. Listen to the words of gratitude from your history, your ancestors. Listen to the words of gratitude from the great-great-grandchildren you may never meet in this earth life. Listen to the words of the strangers whose families were saved because you stood up and said something, whose lives were saved. Repeat those words out loud. Now listen to the next person. Repeat their words out loud. Listen to the next person. Repeat their words out loud. Listen to the next one. Repeat their words out loud as they share their gratitude with you. Listen carefully. And as you start to feel that gratitude, reach out with your hand and grab it. Touch it as if it were a thing. What does it feel like? Is it warm? What color is it? Now take that gratitude and put it where it belongs. Next, reach out. Take the joy that you feel, the most joyful moment you can conjure up that you've had in your life. Take that joy, reach out, grab it. What color is it? What texture is it? How warm is it? Take that joy, stack it on top of that gratitude in your heart. Now take the moment of the most bliss you've ever felt in your life. Remember that memory, even if it hasn't happened yet. Grab that bliss, reach out in front of you, take a hold of it. Feel the texture, the color, the temperature. Take that and throw it on top. Let it ooze over the other feelings like syrup on a stack of pancakes. Now reach out and feel the time in your life where you felt the most loved. Reach out. Grab that moment where you felt the most loved, the most appreciated. Reach out, grab it, take it and stack it right on top. Another layer of yummy syrup on top of these beautiful feelings. Now reach out and take a hold of the time you felt the most sexy in your life. Go there. Take that sexy moment. Put it on top. Now reach out. Find the moment of laughter. Find the funniest moment in your life when you were laughing so hard that your cheeks hurt, your stomach hurt. You couldn't think of anything other but than that laughter. I'll know you're there because I'll hear you actually laughing. Take that moment. Go there. Go there. Oh my gosh, that was so funny. I can't even. Laugh more. Magnify it. Make it real. Actually laugh. You're going to think it's awkward at first, then you're going to laugh at yourself laughing because it feels so awkward. It's so funny. More. Feed it more. Make that laughter real. Make it so blissful. Make sure your cheeks feel sore. Come on, give it more. Give it more juice. More laughter. More funny. More bliss. Listen to the laughter of the people next to you. Give it more juice. Louder laughter, louder. Even more, give it more, give it more, give it more. Give it more. More laughter. More laughter, more laughter, more laughter. Magnify it 100 times. Now it's the most hilarious thing you've ever seen. More. Give it more. You're not giving it enough, I know. You're not giving it enough. Give it more laughter. More. Do it again. Give it more. More laughter. You're not laughing loud enough. Laugh harder. Your stomach should be hurting. More. More. Now reach out, grab that moment of laughter. Grab it, stack it on top of everything that you've built up to this point. Pull it, put it on top of every feeling you've ever had. And then next, think to the most peaceful moment in your life. the most peaceful, blissful moment where you felt at ease. Reach out, grab that peaceful moment, and as you put it where it belongs, allow every tendon and muscle in your body to have that peace, own that peace, claim that peace, live that peace. Make it yours. And with each breath in, for a moment, allow all of those emotions to flex, to see their light, to see their life, to see their bliss, to see their cooperation, their creation. Allow it to just to nourish you. Live in each one of those moments. Absorb them. Make them yours.
There are so many people imprisoned in their own mind by their limitations, their tolerance of negativity, and their focus on the sadder parts of their life. If you really want to be free, if you really want to be limitless, if you really want to fully express, if you really want to seize your potential, you have to make a choice. And it's to create a new standard. Will you continue to tolerate reviewing nightmares and sad visions of your past? Do you want to continue remembering everything that didn't go your way? The bad days and the problems and the abuse, the abandonment? Or what if, in awakening yourself to your highest and best self, you set a new standard? And what if today was that moment where your life was forever changed because you declared, never again should I ever become aware of a negative thought, will I ever spend one more second with it, because it is beneath me, my privilege, my potential. And instead, you remember and flood your mind and your heart with the truth. The truth is that you are healthy and strong. The truth is that your life is beautiful, although not perfect. The truth is that you're beautiful, you're perfect, your soul has infinite worth. And through the power of choice, you can improve your health, and through the power of choice, you can improve your emotions. For every emotion is, after all, a choice. You can improve your finances, and you can choose to love.
In any instance where anyone has overcome adversity and anyone has overcome addiction, there was a last time. There was a final moment where that was the last moment you gave voice to that thought. There was a time, that last moment when you put the substance to your lips. There was a last moment when you indulged in whatever it was that was holding you back. There was a last time. Think about that for a moment. What are you willing to abandon? What are you willing to sacrifice on the altar in order to receive? The word sacrifice doesn't mean giving up. The word sacrifice means trading something for something better. What are you willing to abandon in order to become exactly who you need to be. Because 10 years from now, the time will pass anyway. Who will you be? What will you have accomplished? You see, the money, it will come. The cars and the toys, they will come. They will become a byproduct of your greatness. They are not the goal. They will become yours as a byproduct of the answer to the following question: what am I doing here?
If you live a truly great life, they will write a book about it. And if that's true, then that means that you're the author of your great life. And if you really want a fantastic book to be written about you, then make fantastic choices as the author of your life today. If you're the author and you hold the pen, and every thought you think, and every word you speak, and every choice you make is a byproduct of the God-given agency that you have, then speak these words out loud. I love my life.
I love my life.
I have got the best life.
I have got the best life.
Everything is going my way.
Everything is going my way.
My life is filled with joy.
My life is filled with joy.
And happiness.
And happiness.
And once in a while, crappy things happen.
And once in a while, crappy things happen.
And that's okay.
And that's okay.
Because I get the lesson.
Because I get the lesson.
Real fast.
Real fast.
And I learn.
And I learn.
Real fast.
Real fast.
And that makes me happy.
And that makes me happy.
Because I choose to be.
Because I choose to be.
This is my time.
This is my time.
This is my life.
This is my life.
And today moving forward, I seize it.
I seize it.
It's mine.
It's mine.
I claim it.
I claim it.
So here I am.
So here I am.
I am limitless.
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 And breathe in the truth. Yes, you are. Powerful beyond measure, capable of miracles, healing body and mind, manifesting an incredible world. Sure, it'll be tough and challenging, but you've abolished the negativity of can't and hard and difficult and challenging. And you've replaced those with, of course I get to. And I learn how, and it's my privilege, and it's my opportunity, and it's my right, and I'm seizing it. Open your eyes. Good morning.
Good morning.
I was on my treadmill this morning, alone. That's why I get up at 4 a.m. before everyone else shows up. And I was hanging on for dear life, max incline, going 4.5 miles an hour. I was in my mind palace and I was crying. I couldn't tell whether it started as a prayer and ended as a visualization and just an exclamation of gratitude and reinforcing all my new beliefs for the future that I am creating. Because you can't not create. Might as well wake up to creating your best life instead of the one where sometimes you make good choices and sometimes you don't. Welcome to day 3, my friends. Give yourselves a great round of applause.